Shalom everybody, welcome back to Breslov.org. Now that we finished the 3 weeks Tisha B'Av, an idea from Rabbi Nachman, Likutei Moran, lesson 67, part 2, of what is meant to be gained. He explains, Rabbi Nachman, that the format of the Tefillin is very special and very representative. He says, for example, that the Tefillin, the boxes are called the batim. We call them houses because they house 4 compartments of parchments in the Tefillin. If we're talking about, for example, the head Tefillin, there's 4 sections in the head Tefillin. They're called batim. And he says that there's what's called a rosh bait, a head of the house. There's a house, and like every house has like a father figure who's the head of the house. So every Jew has Tefillin, they're called batim, and he has to have what's called a rosh bait. So Rabbi Nachman stresses, and it's understood, that in the life of a Jew, he has Hashem, he has God, but also he needs access and connection to a Tzaddik. Hashem designed the Torah, that it's not just God and the Torah and the Jewish people, but there's also Moses, Moshe Rabbeinu, there's Tzaddikim, there are luminaries, there's people who are examples to help each and every one of us to come closer. So the Tzaddik, Rabbi Nachman teaches, is called the Rosh Bait, the head of the house. And he fills the compartments of the 4 sections of the Tefillin. He says, Rabbi Nachman, this is hinted to in what Hashem blessed Bezalel with. In order for Bezalel, who was the one who constructed the tabernacle, to be able to do so with all the people that he had, the staff, the people who helped him to construct all the parts of the temple. So the verse says about Bezalel that Hashem says, Va'amale oto bechochma u'betvuna u'bebina u'bechol melacha. I have to remember exactly the 4. Bechochma, Tuvuna or bida'at or bechol melacha. Hashem says, I filled Bezalel with 4 types of wisdom. And Rabbi Nachman says these correspond to the 4 sections of the Tefillin, specifically the head Tefillin. And he brings it to explain that every Jew, fine, you wear 2 Tefillin. You have the head Tefillin and the arm Tefillin. The arm Tefillin is your personal connection to Hashem next to your heart. And the head Tefillin is to connect your head with the Tzaddik. The Tzaddik is hinted to a lot in the head Tefillin, as indicated in the 2 shins. If you look at the shins on the head Tefillin, one has 3 legs, one has 4 legs. So the Zohar and the Kabbalah teach that these 4-legged total of the shins correspond to the 7 shepherds: Avram, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, Yosef, David, right? Moshe, Aaron, Yosef, and David. So the head Tefillin is meant to connect every Jew with the Tzaddikim, to connect your head with the Tzaddikim, and that they fill your 4 compartments of your head Tefillin with their wisdom and understanding. Because the rule is that a Jew, with his tests in life, that he messes up so much, you have a lot of static, a lot of garbage interfering in your head. So it's one thing to work to connect, to do tshuva and to come back to Hashem, but along the way you need help. You need a tzaddik, you need guidance, you need a rav, a leader. This is the idea of the head Tefillin with 4 compartments being filled with the wisdom of the tzaddikim. That's the idea of a rosh bait, a head of the house, or the tzaddikim, and the batim, the houses of the tefillin, to be filled with the wisdom and knowledge of the tzaddikim.